So Trump world is having a freaking fit about the new results of the New York Times Siena poll that just came out yesterday or today, showing that Vice President Kamala Harris has a 4-point lead in all of the major battleground states. That includes Michigan, Pennsylvania, and Wisconsin for the first time. And it's been pretty consistent with other polls that show her pulling ahead nationally by about the same percentage point, about 4 points. And a lot of other states are now starting to come in play. Trump world is freaking out about this poll. So here's what they don't understand, they don't get. Number one, polls have shown for 2 years that U.S. voters don't want Biden or Trump. And you know, we used to laugh, or at least Trump supporters used to laugh about the Biden factor, that, you know, his polling was so bad and so low. But both men were polling at low 40s, mid 40s. No one really getting close to 50%. And so Americans didn't want either Biden or Trump. But guess what, Trump supporters? Biden is out of the race. That means there's only one candidate in the race that Americans have said consistently for the last 2 years they don't want to run. So a lot of what you're seeing drift-wise in terms of who's going to Kamala Harris, and pundits are missing this one, and it's that voters will vote for anyone except for Donald Trump. So this Harris honeymoon that you all think is going to be extended, particularly when Donald Trump is not opening up his party, his coalition, to grow and be a big tent. So the only candidate still running that Americans have said consistently they do not want to run is Donald Trump. And that's why his numbers keep lagging. And that's why, despite people maybe even not agreeing with Kamala Harris on issues or her record, are willing to vote for her because she ain't Donald Trump. The second thing is, folks, Republicans don't like Donald Trump. Donald Trump supporters, I love you guys. But you don't really believe Ted Cruz and Marco Rubio and the elites, as you call them, in the Republican Party in Washington actually like Donald Trump, do you? I mean, they'll ride with him because they want to win and they want power. But they don't like Donald Trump. And I suspect that if the elites and the people that have to work with him don't like him, well, then you can count on the average citizen who may have grudgingly said, I'll vote for Donald Trump because Joe Biden is a catatonic crypt keeper. But beyond that, they don't want to vote for him. They'll vote for Mickey Mouse and Donald Duck faster than they'll vote for Donald Trump. And that seemingly is what's happening here. Third thing I think is, again, it's the 15% of Ronald Reagan mainstream conservative voters that are not going to vote for Donald Trump. Now, they may ultimately not vote for Kamala Harris either, but they're not voting for Donald Trump. They'll either stay home or they will vote for another third-party candidate, or they will vote for everybody else, for Senate and for the House, but they won't vote for the president, the former president. Fourth thing, I think, the attacks that Donald Trump are lobbying against Kamala Harris are off-putting them to most Americans. Most Americans do not want to hear that, you know, arguments about her not being black, you know, or not being accomplished, despite being a DA elected, being Attorney General elected, handling, you know, being elected to U.S. Senator, and then finally being elected to Vice President, meeting over 150 world leaders over the last 3.5 years. They don't believe that. They don't believe the stolen valor stuff. They've been there, done that, with the swift voting of John Kerry in 2004. Been there, done that. They don't care about Megan Thee Stallion performing at the Atlanta kickoff rally for Kamala Harris. Not when the Republicans had Amber Rose speaking prime time at their convention, who's the inventor of the slut walk. And attacking John Tester and Chris Christie for being fat. I mean, this campaign is unhinged, and nothing about policies or what he will do. Folks, that's why Donald Trump is losing. The Trump rallies this week have been weird. It's the fifth thing. Montana's rally, just Google it, take a look at what he was saying. It was ridiculous. Folks, Donald Trump has nobody to blame but himself for the position that he's in. He won't listen to anybody about his campaign. He won't increase this coalition and build upon it and open up a big tent. And he is just off the page with his attacks. It's sad. It's pathetic. and it's beneath him and beneath anybody running for the presidency. But tell me what you think. Subscribe, like, and comment below. Please go to my YouTube channel, at Curious Formula. Subscribe, like, and comment there. Hit the notification bell so you'll be aware of when I go live. We go live on my YouTube channel, at Curious Formula, every Wednesday night at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Come be curious with us on Wednesday. Stay curious and remember, think. It ain't illegal yet.